Now it's time for the fun to really begin.
Let's do it!
I will become a manslayer once again! Say your prayers!
Hey there, it's your old pal Tom. Got some big news, but let's get the big guy to help me out.
Get ready.
Playtime is over, little girl.
Starting March 17th, Toonami's got the new deal.
Let's do it!
New Tom, new Absolution, new shows. Same old goodness. The battle begins with G Gundam at 5.
I've seen that technique.
5:30. All new Dragon Ball Z.
What I represent can never be destroyed.
6. The Spirit Detective Yu Yu Hakusho. And at 6:30, the premiere of The Wandering Samurai, Rurouni Kenshin.
And so the true battle finally begins.
Ooh, it's so sweet.
He always makes it sound so good. Hey, don't forget to log on to Toonami.com and check the exclusive online comic and find out how I got this new look. It's a bit of a tale. See you March 17th. Late.
The ultimate fighting machines. Unstoppable even when damaged. Super tough, battle scarred, and up for grabs. Now you could win the ultimate Gundam prize pack. Watch the new Toonami this week, 5 to 7, and log on to Toonami.com to enter. One lucky winner will get a massive Gundam prize pack and a one-of-a-kind Tom statue. 400 second prize winners score a deluxe battle-scarred Gundam action figure. Good luck, soldier. Brought to you by Bandai, the makers of Gundam.
People of the Earth, listen carefully. The final countdown is here.
How can someone be that strong?
The survival of the Earth.
Don't let him win!
And a whole new boo to deal with. All new episodes of Dragon Ball Z, starting Monday at 5:30.
I can assure you this is not a dream.
Don't even try and grab it.
Well, I just got off the phone with our lawyer, and he said this isn't a conflict of interest. I'd heard of the show, so I checked out Dragon Ball Z Budokai for the PS2. If you're just looking for a great fighting game, you might not love this one. But if you're into DBZ and you got a little time on your hands, check it out. There's a tournament mode and head-to-head fighting, but the real deal is the story mode. You can play through the storyline from Raditz's arrival all the way to the final battle with Cell. Not the greatest fighting game around, but it's got the real voices from the show, and it's a must-see for any DBZ fan.
Power's incredible.
Toonami gives Budokai for the PS2 7 out of 10. Blondes do have more fun.
Japan, 1867. The Tokugawa dynasty stands upon failing legs. An invincible samurai, Kenshin Himura, walks the path of death and destruction, ushering in a new regime. Hated and feared by many, he is known as Hitokiri Batosai, the Manslayer. In retribution for his deeds, he has taken an oath to protect the innocent and never kill again. But old memories seldom fade, and bad habits die hard.
What are you, another wannabe samurai?
I wasn't finished speaking.
Rurouni Kenshin premieres Monday, March 17th at 6:30. Only Toonami.
Every weekday at 5, Cartoon Network's building you a better cartoon show. We call it Toonami. Now it's time for the fun to really begin. Yeah, still delivering the finest action cartoons on the planet, just for you.
Unreal. With these hands, I will crush you!
Well, let's go. Toonami, weekdays 5 to 7.
The universe will never be the same again.
Only on Cartoon Network. I haven't played too many Star Wars games. That's because it's hard to live up to the movies. But I'd heard good things about Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast for the Xbox, so I scooped it up. You start off as a bounty hunter investigating some strange events somewhere. Something to do with the Valley of the Jedi and the Remnant. Whatever, I'm down. The game's a pretty average first-person shooter until you get your lightsaber. From then on out, it rocks. unlocks. As you progress through the story, you pick up Jedi powers like Push, Grip, Force Lightning, and my personal favorite, the old Jedi Mind Trick. It's a long game, and it gets very challenging at the end. But when you meet your first Dark Jedi and have your first duel, you'll be hooked. Overall, Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast is a little glitchy and doesn't look too good. But how can I not recommend a game where you get to roll with Luke and Lando?
May the Force be with you, Kyle.
Toonami gives Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast for the Xbox an 8 out of 10. Ichita. Hey there, Toonami faithful. You know everybody wants to be a rock star. So I hooked up with my boys in this band Newfound Glory. They're official rock stars. Here's what they had to say about, well, being who they are.
We are Newfound Glory, and this is my friend, Jordan. And I am Chad, and this is...
Cyrus.
And this is Steve. Our band got together because we all grew up in South Florida. Jordan and Steve were best friends in high school, and just kind of we all met through, give him 5, man, come on.
Don't care anymore. There was just one club near us that we would play every weekend, every other weekend. Randomly, we would go play shows that were a little farther away from our homes.
And we kept going, eventually going back to the same places and playing in front of 20 people, then 50 people, then 100 people.
We got signed and, kept going from there.
To me, a rock star is someone who's kind of like, doesn't care about what they have and just kind of like takes everything for granted. We're not rock stars. We're kids in a band that's successful. This is our bus. Yes, it's this is kind of like where we go to relax and get away from the show. We got our TV, where we watch the Cartoon Network, of course. Jordan. Yeah. Why are you peeing right now? We're on TV. The only downfall about being in a band that tours year-round constantly all the time is I haven't been home since '97.
I don't even know what day it is right now. Seriously, like I thought today was Tuesday.
It's not.
It is Tuesday. If you want to be a musician, you basically devote your life to it and just go for it. Pretty much. That's what we did and it worked, so.
The Wind Waker, the first Zelda game for the GameCube, is out, and I dove right in. Long story short, you look like Link, and you're off on your adventure. If you're new to the Zelda world, you start off small and pick up stuff along the way. There's places to go, and people to meet. Dungeons to solve, and bosses to smash. Your conductor's baton, the Wind Waker, is the key to getting you through the game and around in your talking boat. While no man's an island, the whole world's an ocean. So you've got a sea chart and a bunch of other maps. But if you want to find everything, get yourself a guide and a sandwich, because you're in for a long haul. There's a ton of side quests. You gotta stop and smell the, well, everything. Overall, this game is fun and deep and looks great. Something for everyone. Toonami gives Wind Waker for the GameCube 10 out of 10. 16 years and going strong. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Wait, he's very fast. Yeah.
The world's greatest team of heroes has finally come home.
Home sweet home.
Toonami presents Justice League, premiering Monday, June 2nd at 5.
Not so fast.
All Them Heroes is in the house.
Just watch.
You've only got 55 seconds to get in here.
Yeah.
Tom,
I'm coming already.
if you don't get back in here,
I heard you the first time.
we're starting without you.
Just open the back door.
Why are you always late?
45 seconds is plenty of time. I'm coming.
Every day the same thing.
Look out, coming through. stuff to fill up your house. 7-Up and Toonami are hooking up to bring 2 lucky grand prize winners a Bonzi foosball table of their very own. 100 second prize winners score a Toonami bag. Just watch Toonami all this week from 5 to 7. Log on Toonami.com now to enter. And remember, no spinning. Gotcha. If you're down with a program, you've already seen .hack sign right here. It was kind of confusing, but playing .hack Infection for the PS2 might fill in some of the gaps for you. It's a single-person RPG that simulates a multiplayer online RPG. Still with me?
Aura?
Anyway, you're still chasing after Aura and the Key of Twilight, but in this version you possess a special bracelet that allows you to hack monsters for treasure and gates for access to secret levels and dungeons.
That's a unique bracelet.
Careful though, if you rely too much on your hacking skills, you risk infection, game over. Make an effort to check out the bulletin boards and return friendly emails or you might miss out. Also, be nice to your in-game pals. You'll be spending a lot of time with them.
In case you're not aware of it, you're being very rude.
It's easy to get sidetracked in endless dungeons and side quests, and just when you think you got all the answers, they leave you hanging. Fortunately, .hack Mutation is out, so save your stats and use your character in Part 2. Toonami gives .hack Infection for the PS2 a 7 out of 10. Ride him, cowboy.
In an effort to dominate robotic warfare, the secret organization Black Ghost has transformed these 9 humans into cybernetic soldiers. The problem is, nobody asked them.
We were kidnapped off the street so you could remodel us.
There's no escape. Surrender to your fate.
Cyborg 009, starting Monday, June 30th at 6.
How did I do all this?
Being half human ain't all bad.
We won't be intimidated by criminal threats.
Every weekday, Cartoon Network is bringing you the greatest action cartoons on the planet.
I've never seen a signature like this.
New faces from places you've never heard of.
They're gone!
With some tricks up their sleeves. They're even more impressive than I thought. Check it.
What's the rush, boy? I thought that you wanted to fight us.
Let's see what you got.
Toonami, weekdays from 5 to 7.
Pardon me if I make this quick.
I'm Alex Ross, and I'm a comic book artist. I've pretty much known since I was a child that I want to be a comic artist. I was making little folded-over comics based upon anything I saw on television since I was 3 years old. My favorite superhero is Superman, as can often be seen throughout my house. Superman embodies all the kind of hope and inspiration I can imagine a superhero giving me. He's the original. He's sort of the first and greatest of all superheroes.
To be in comics, you must draw good.
The way I work is to do a tight, detailed thumbnail, and I then do photo reference from that of a live model, which I then use for the final painting. I've had occasion to use myself as a model when no others would do, when I needed somebody to fill in for a costume. The easiest hero for me to paint is probably Superman, because I've been doing him for so long now, and I've got a lot of reference, as you can see. Wait, what do I do for fun? One of my favorite hobbies is collecting, and I've collected a great deal of stuff that has inspired me since I was a child, and more that comes out every day. Superman, Batman, if you have to pick one, pick the one in the red and blue. Which one does bullets bounce off of? I've never heard of Toonami. Back up again. All of my favorite shows have been on Toonami. For anybody who wants to be in comics, learning to draw is fundamental to it. Have the best skill possible in drawing the human figure and be able to draw as much action and backgrounds as possible. The best part of being a comic book artist is truly just to be able to do comics, because comics are fun. You get to draw cool stuff, and it's a lot more inspiring and interesting than people might think. This is a storytelling form that you can entirely control, and you can do anything possible. My superpower would be to make the imagined real.
We thought the last Star Wars action game was good, but we didn't know about Knights of the Old Republic. It's 4,000 years before the Star Wars movies, as the Jedi and Sith battle for the universe.
Sith are threatening to overrun our position.
Destroy them. Destroy them all.
This game is huge, spanning 6 planets and around 50 hours if you max the side quests. There's a million of them. The story progresses through conversations, quests, and fights, all of which affect the path you take. Light or dark side, there's no right way to play.
The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist.
But be careful. Everything you do affects your force alignment. Did you say there are lots of fights? The combat is turn-based, but it feels real-time. And as you level up, you decide the special feats your character learns. It looks really great, especially considering how much stuff they crammed into it. There's also a big part we can't show you without ruining it, but trust us, you don't want to miss this one. I've never played a game this long and immediately started playing again. Toonami gives Knights of the Old Republic for the Xbox 10 out of 10. Impressive. Most impressive.
You talk big. Let's see if you can back it up.
Now listen close. This September, Toonami's breaking you off a little something. 2 big premieres, 4 great shows, DBZ movies every Friday, and 1 major event. Every weekday from 5 to 7 on Cartoon Network. Toonami, where the wild things are.
Good night, kid.
The peaceful planet of Neotopia is about to erupt in violence.
Attack!
Get ready for Gundam like you've never seen before.
Ready? Let's go!
Really cute and tiny.
Stand back! Withdraw at once. Time for better ideas.
SD Gundam, starting September 1st at 5.
So the gang's all here.
The Gundams you love. Fun-sized. Roshi's master imprisoned him. Now King Piccolo is free and looking for some payback.
Hunt them down. All of them. Leave not one standing.
See the world you only thought you knew.
Oh, boy!
Dragon Ball. All new episodes starting September 1st at 6:30.
This world will soon be mine.
Youth is wasted on the young. Bardock, a soldier in Frieza's Saiyan army, has just saved the universe.
Kakarot! Remember that name!
Only he doesn't know it yet.
It's Frieza! He's coming for us!
Take heart, Bardock. A savior has been born.
Toonami presents DBZ movies. Bardock, the father of Goku. This Friday at 6.
You coward! Come out and fight me!
17 and 18 are just out for a good time. The only problem, they keep killing all their friends.
Run for your lives, everybody! They're killers! Cold-blooded murderers!
Oh, and Goku's gone too.
I'd rather fight and die than watch this all happen.
The history of Trunks. Friday, September 12th at 6. We're gonna need some more heroes. In the year 2038, one sport is played the world over, where giant robots with human pilots battle in the ultimate test of human endurance.
193 taking
These guys are all over me.
6 robots, 2 teams, 1 victor. It is called the Immortal Grand Prix. This year, an amateur team will shock the world and change the way the game is played.
Here we go!
Because in the IG-1 Grand Prix, winning is everything. Cartoon Network is proud to present a Toonami original 5-part microseries, IGPX, premiering September 15th at 6:30, right before new Dragon Balls. Only Toonami. Frieza's evil was destroyed forever.
How could a Saiyan generate enough power to destroy Frieza?
Now, Cooler, hunting the universe for the Saiyan responsible for his brother's death, has come to planet Earth.
No one disgraces our family lives to tell about it.
Show him what you've got, Goku.
Let's go!
Cooler's Revenge, Friday, September 19th at 6. And catch the final episode of IGPX at 6:30.
Jack, welcome to the Toonami holodeck. Now let's race.
Let's do it.
Jack is back in a whole new dangerous world, and he's battle ready. Toonami's giving you the chance to get in on the action. We're giving away 30 PlayStation 2s and 500 copies of Jack 2, rated T for teens. This world is better left to Jack. Watch Toonami all this week from 5 to 7 for the toll-free number.
Can we ever finish this race?
What is it? An eclipse?
Not this time of year.
Namek is under siege. Cooler's army of super robots has enslaved the planet.
Goku, save them.
As a countermeasure, Dende has enlisted the help of some powerful friends. The Return of Cooler premieres Friday, September 26th at 6. Hey, hey, the gang's all here.
Why won't you die?
Only Toonami.
This fall, Toonami's blowing up all week. Monday to Thursday, SD Gundams at 5.
Withdraw at once.
Samurai Jack joins in at 5:30. Transformers Armada at 6. Then all new Dragon Balls.
Let's go!
Fridays, it's still SD Gundam at 5. Then a brand new Transformers Armada and a weekly He-Man at 6. Shut it down with Hot Wheels World Race. Got it? Toonami coming up next. 10 hours, 6 shows, 1 Tom. Tiger rules the roost, even up here in space. So I had to check out the new Tiger Woods. The swing mode stays analog, but that's not all that sets this game apart. You make yourself, and I mean to a T. Play match play for the World Championship.
So close.
PGA Tour for a career. And reap the rewards. They've added a bunch of new courses and kept the old ones they made up. But between you and me, they should have left them out. Another new twist is you get sponsors the better you play and get paid for using their stuff. Top to bottom, this game is tight. The one downside is there are no multiplayer tournaments if you don't go online. But hey, even the Mona Lisa's falling apart. Toonami gives Tiger Woods 2004 10 out of 10. Whoa!
We are the Globetrotters of the new millennium, but this is the real deal. Guys are trying to beat us every night. It ain't rehearsed, and we going for the juggler every night.
A lot of the guys that we play against, they want to try to show us up.
Rule number 1, how to stop hot sauce. You can't.
I got confidence in my teammates, and I don't think we're going to lose one game. Alamo, man.
I used to hear about Alamo a long time ago.
Got the ball on a string, like a yo-yo.
One day we was walking in the gym, right? I walked in. They were going, wow. I'm like, oh, they really showing me love. It was hot sauce behind me.
Hot sauce. The most mind-boggling thing I've ever seen with a basketball is what he does daily.
And then he does shake guys. I mean, I'm telling you, hot sauce.
Half man, half amazing.
Anthony Hayward, I know him as government name. You know what I'm saying?
My name is Half Man, Half Amazing, the original.
The name says it all.
I've been with N1 for 4 years.
Been with him 2 years, but actually 3.
I have been playing up at Rucker. I guess N1 had been talking to Main Event and Headache and a couple other guys. They asked him to go around New York City and try to find some of the better ball players, if not the best in the city.
I was in Atlanta just playing. They was like, you trying to look for some flavor from the Dirty South?
They gave him the names, and luckily Miles was one of them.
And I'm the first player to just get thrown on the main team. I'm representing, you know what I'm saying, the Dirty South.
I would encourage like every kid to play basketball. I learned so many lessons from basketball that I have to use in life. Like in life, I was lazy. And that's the same way I was on the court. You can't be like that in life.
My dad told me if you find a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Peep my double feature. Half Man's not just a ball player, he's a school teacher. So for all you kids, you stay in school. If you want to play basketball, that's fine, but make sure that you take care of your grades first.
Goku Small.
Do I have to go back to school?
And there's new Dragon Balls.
The star is black?
Sounds like trouble.
Soon all life forms will be robot mutants.
How can a little body like that harness such enormous power? A show so explosive, we can only show it once a week. Dragon Ball GT starting Friday, November 7th at 6:30. Big things get hit by small packages.
So the new ESPN basketball came out. Hadn't checked it in a couple of years, so I picked it up to see how it's playing these days. It's pretty much the same game, with ESPN frosting on top. Pick any team you want and take them to the finals. Or draft your own dream team. There's a pretty decent street mode, and even a new mode called 24/7. Make a big man and take him one-on-one against different opponents around the world to build his stats. Spend most of my time on the season. There's a new difficulty setting called Superstar, but if you're even halfway decent, you'll still be killing it before long. They've also made the foul shooting more realistic. The downside? Not enough D. It's really, really easy to do this, and this, and this with anybody. Bottom line, Toonami gives ESPN basketball an 8 out of 10. Anybody want to run? Toonami presents a special encore of the 10-part micro-series, Where It Belongs.
Undeniably strong Link has become.
On board, switch all power to forward shields.
The Jedi shall fall.
Let's end this battle, Commander. May the Force be with you.
Star Wars Clone Wars, starting Monday, December 1st at 6. 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week. The Force is strong with this one. Only Toonami. Lately, I've had a lot of sand in my joints. Must be from all that Prince of Persia I've been playing. It's pretty dope.
Shall I go on?
You start out as a young prince invading an Indian castle, but soon enough, there's a bad guy, and the next thing you know, everybody turns into a zombie. From then on, it's just you, your dagger, and of course, the princess. It's all about climbing and flipping and fighting, and more fighting. The coolest thing about this game is the way you can use your magic dagger to reverse time.
No. That didn't happen.
Make a mistake, just rewind. But beware, even with the dagger, this is a challenging game. It looks pretty good too. Check that out. Bottom line, Prince of Persia looks great and plays great, and anybody who's into platforming will love it. Toonami gives Prince of Persia for the PS2 a 9 out of 10. Arabian Nights. Monday through Thursday, Toonami's bringing back the hits. The battle for Neotopia continues with SD Gundam at 5. At 5:30, Yu Yu Hakusho is back on the case. DBZ unleashes the fury of Buu at 6. And the quest for the Eternal Dragon rolls on with Dragon Ball at 6:30. Plus, every Friday, you top it all off with movies for the masses. Toonami, weekdays 5 to 7. Don't call it a comeback. Well, they say all good things come in threes, except for movie tie-in games like The Return of the King. But I'm willing to look the other way. The movie is out, and you know what that means. The game is out as well. Get down! It's been a whole year since I played the Two Towers, but it was easy to slip right back into the battle for Middle-earth. This time I checked it out for the Xbox, which looks a whole lot better, but it's pretty much the same Lord of the Rings game as last time, with a few added treats. The fun starts right where you left off, hacking and slashing your way through the endless stream of Sauron's hordes. There are a few variations, though. As you progress, 3 different story plots emerge, each having to be played by a pre-selected character. Defeat Gollum at Mount Doom, and you get secret characters and levels. You can also go back and play any level with any character, including hobbits. As before, you fight your way through the storyline, all the while getting power-ups, gaining levels, and unlocking bonus clips and extras from the Return of the King movie. It's always sad when a great franchise comes to an end, but at least with this one, you can relive the action and go out with a bang. Toonami gives Return of the King for the Xbox an 8 out of 10. All you guys make such a big deal about going into outer space. I live there, so it's no big thing to me. But I wanted to see how humans do it. I headed over to NASA to get me an astronaut. Found a guy named Robert Kirby. Check him out.
Continue. 3, 2, 1.
My name is Robert Kirby. I'm a commander in the United States Navy, and I'm an astronaut.
We have a go from A to start.
I've been to space twice. I was on 2 missions. The first one was mission STS-85 on board the Space Shuttle Discovery, and my second mission was STS-98 on board the Space Shuttle Atlantis.
And liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis.
I decided I wanted to become an astronaut after taking a field trip to Johnson Space Center, and I met a woman named Kathy Thornton who was an astronaut. After talking to her, I decided that I wanted to do the same job that she did. The astronaut candidate training took about a year. The training is actually like going to Disneyland, only getting paid to do it. We do a lot of simulators. We learn how to handle different types of emergencies. We learn how to do spacewalks. We learn how to do all of our experiments that are scheduled to do on that mission.
We would really like it if you could get a good shot of the port ecom antenna.
During our training, we go to the Neutral Buoyancy Lab, and the Neutral Buoyancy Lab is really just a big swimming pool, and we actually practice our spacewalks there on full-scale mock-ups of the 2 space vehicles.
The training's pretty cool, and it's fitting because doing spacewalks is pretty cool. Oh, man.
I love doing spacewalks.
Okay, guys, I think it's a great day to go and do a spacewalk.
Being in space is just the greatest thing in the world. The view is incredible. The Earth is beautiful. It's faster than any car or any ride you've ever had in your life. Weightlessness is kind of a weird feeling, but the best way I could describe it is probably being underwater in a pool where you don't have to hold your breath and your vision isn't very blurry. It's a totally peaceful feeling. The vehicle we're in front of is called the Crawler. We use it to take a mobile launch platform and a space shuttle out to the launch pad. And the whole stack weighs about 15 million pounds when it's all said and done. I've been on the Space Shuttle Discovery and the Space Shuttle Atlantis, and Discovery is definitely my favorite. I have a soft spot in my heart for Discovery just because it was my first time, and the ride is a lot smoother. And going to orbit on board Discovery, it's just rock solid. It flies like a tensed muscle. Space food really isn't very different from the food that you have every day, but the packaging is a little bit different. Peach yogurt, here's a grilled pork chop. I eat a lot of shrimp cocktail on orbit, but this is probably my favorite, and that's chocolate. Becoming an astronaut isn't much different from getting any other government job. You apply via the standard form 171, and hopefully they pick your name from a list of probably 3,000 to interview, and if you're lucky enough, they pick you to ride in the space shuttle.
Copy that, flight deck.
My favorite astronaut is probably Neil Armstrong, and just because he was part of the team that did something that's truly great, and it took a lot of bravery to do what he and his team did. If I had to give any advice to the kids that were watching this show right now, I would just say try to be the best at whatever you do, and do something that you really enjoy. Life is too short not to really enjoy what you're doing every day. So I would definitely go and seek out something that allowed me to have a lot of fun while I was working. I did that, and hopefully you'll get to do the same.
Roger that. We're watching.
Every Friday at 5:30, Toonami's breaking off movies for the masses. Are you ready? This Friday, the Joe's new work technology is flawless. The only problem? Cobra thinks so too.
He's such a craft. My Cobra Legions will be unstoppable.
It's gonna be war. G.I. Joe's Spy Troops, this Friday at 5:30, followed by what you've been waiting for all week, a world premiere episode of Dragon Ball GT. Be there. Well, I hadn't seen any cool titles for the GameCube in quite some time, until I came across a little-known game called Beautiful Joe. It's your basic side-scrolling beat-em-up with many combos and power-ups, but it looks really sweet. You start off on a date at the movies, then all of a sudden, the movie bad guy steals your girlfriend. You're pulled into movie land and gain superpowers as you go along. Slow-mo, walk speed, and zoom. Now all you have to do is get her back and save the world. No sweat, right? Wrong. Using combinations of your different powers at critical times and putting on a good show is where it's at. Style equals points, points equal power, and power equals domination. Life is beautiful, but pretty tough. In fact, I hate to admit it. but I had to switch over to kid level to work on my skills for a while. Oof. Joe's my type of guy. Has superpowers, eats burgers and fries for health, throws a mad beatdown, and does it all with style. It's so fun, I'm even willing to let the red tights and pink cape slide. This time, Toonami gives Beautiful Joe for the GameCube an 8 out of 10. Henshin and go-go, baby. Every Friday at 5:30, Toonami's breaking off movies for the masses. Next Friday, Shobu's on a quest to be the best. You ready?
Bring it on!
Let the duel begin.
You have no idea the world of hurt you are gonna be in.
Step into a dimension where magic and monsters rule. Time to check the deck. Duel Masters, next Friday at 5:30. It's all in the cards. Be there. Every Friday at 5, Toonami's breaking off movies for the masses. This Friday, the cutest superhero team in the world is back, and there's gonna be some trouble.
Okay, let's play!
Put it into overdrive, Bubble!
But are they ready for non-stop monkey mayhem and madness?
Let's put an end to this guerrilla warfare!
The Powerpuff Girls movie, this Friday at 5. Still saving the world before bedtime. Be there.
In the year 2000, a brilliant scientist created the ultimate machine. A thinking, feeling robot with the power to save the world. Now, Earth's only hope against evil is a little boy with superpowers and the soul of a hero.
I don't think so!
Toonami presents the most legendary anime series of all time, Reborn, Osamu Tezuka's Astro Boy, premiering Monday, March 8th at 5. Boys don't cry.
Every Friday at 5, Toonami's breaking off movies for the masses.
Great hell!
This Friday, Vandal Savage, a ruthless dictator, has changed the course of history.
You're telling us we lost World War II?
Now, the Justice League must alter the past to save the future.
This isn't going to be easy. When is it ever?
Justice League Savage Time, this Friday at 5.
Let's go get him.
Time waits for no man. We've been down since way back. So when the new Hawk came out, we took a look. Whoa! This game's a little different than before. You start off as a scrub in Jersey, work your way through the story, and up the ranks. If you're hooked up online, you can map your face onto your guy. But we're just big fans of the Hulk. There are a few wrinkles this time around. You can get off your board and run around, jump on stuff, keep going off. The area's all feel and real, so if you're into that kind of thing, you'll dig it. If you've never played Tony Hawk, welcome to the planet Earth. If you have, check this one out. It's solid. Toonami gives Tony Hawk Underground 9 out of 10. Don't look down. Every Friday at 5, Toonami's breaking off movies for the masses. Next Friday, science has finally gone too far.
You are greater than you, improved through the power of human ingenuity.
A prehistoric Pokemon has been cloned and is out of control. Can Ash stop Mewtwo from stealing their Pokemon and taking over the world? Pokemon, the first movie, next Friday at 5. Don't fool with Mother Nature.
Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT. The best episodes of all time are taking over Toonami.
Oh boy!
First, the OG Dragon Ball at 5. Ah! Then a full hour DBZ. Yeah! Finally, the coup de grace. Dragon Ball GT at 6:30, starting Monday, March 29th at 5. One last time to blow your mind.
No matter how much a monkey evolves, it's still a monkey.
Only Toonami.
Every Friday at 5, Toonami's breaking off movies for the masses. This Friday, in his quest to capture Lugia, a greedy collector has disturbed 3 legendary Pokemon. Now, the balance of nature is out of whack.
This looks bad.
And it's up to Ash to set it straight.
Cut it out!
Pokemon, the movie, 2000. This Friday at 5.
I could use pants.
Be there. Every Friday at 5, Toonami's got a little something special. Next Friday,
Must have Energon.
the battle to control the Earth's supply of Energon is raging so hard, we're giving Optimus and the gang some extra airtime.
Now they're in trouble.
Check out 4 all-new episodes of Transformers Energon next Friday from 5 to 7. He who controls the Energon controls the universe.
That's our cue, boys.
Every Friday at 5, Toonami's breaking off movies for the masses. Friday at 5.
What a day!
A group of psychic Pokemon are turning a lonely girl's dreams into nightmares.
These green fields have suddenly undergone a disturbing transformation.
Now, Ash must save his mother and the town of Greenfield from the crystal clutches of the unknown. Pokemon 3 the movie, this Friday at 5. Be there.
We come to herald the beginning of a new age. After 7 dominant years, the show you grew up with is moving. Witness the rebirth of a legend.
I love this job.
Toonami on Saturday night. You won't be disappointed.
We have no choice but to fight.
4 hours of action like you've never seen before. Every week, brand new shows.
How about just me and you?
Feature-length movies.
I'll take it from here.
Don't you look. Same old goodness.
You're way over your head.
Toonami, starting Saturday, April 17th from 7 to 11 p.m. Long live the fighter.
Don't worry, we'll be okay.
And be sure to check out Bionicle Mask of Light.
You're to awaken Matanoon today.
Saturday, April 17th at 7:30.
Receiving Clyde 53
Transmission. Uploading video for broadcast. All right, Tom, we're ready.
I love this job.
The Great Spirit sleeps, and darkness fills the land. But 2 young heroes have discovered the key to Matanui's rebirth.
Sound the alarm! Get out of there! The mask!
Now, they must find the 7th Toa and fulfill the prophecy.
Toa of Light.
We are done running. Bionicle, Mask of Light. Next Saturday night at 7:30. This ain't your daddy's Lego. Get jammed! The Drunken Master is back. When the world needs a hero, he's ready to kick some.
Bam and bam, bam! Oh, you wouldn't hit a guy wearing dresses, would you?
Jackie Chan Adventures coming up next.
Goodbye, thank you.
Only Toonami. Chan-tastic. Akira Yamato seemed like all his other friends. But he has a secret.
You did betray your own people, didn't you?
And a deadly talent.
I also happen to be a coordinator.
A genetically enhanced coordinator. Kira possesses abilities far beyond his earthling friends.
There's no reason why I have to do any of those things.
Cast as protector and conqueror. Kira is unsure of either role.
But that doesn't mean I can fight in battle. It's time.
Battle lines are drawn, and a new war emerges.
Here they come. All hands, level 1 battle stations.
Kira finds himself facing down an enemy he doesn't hate.
We don't want anything to do with your war.
And championing a cause he doesn't understand.
Why can't you go away and let us live in peace?
As after the Earth forces face off, Kira and his Gundam may be Earth's only hope.
I'm not about to be defeated here!
Or the harbinger of its demise.
Failure is not an option.
It's coming. Portside Valiant, fire! Strike Gundam heading out!
Gundam Seed, tonight at 10:30, only Toonami.
Hello there, Tom
Tom's busy today, so he asked me to tell you about the game I've been playing lately. It's called Res, and it's actually a few years old, but I've just recently rediscovered it. It's sort of a cross between a shooter and music rhythm game. The story is, well, you're a virus of some sort, invading the mainframe of a computer. Sound familiar? Anyway, your task is to battle the mainframe's defenses and reveal the true being at her core. Yes, Res is strange, but it's incredibly well designed. As you delve further and further into the levels, the amount of enemies on the screen intensifies to the point where you're almost creating a symphony of sound and color. It's like nothing I've seen before or since. All in all, Res is too short. But with a concept this innovative, I can't complain. At this point, it's fallen so far off the radar you'll have to look online for it, and probably pay a pretty penny. But I still say it's worth it if you like a good Twitch game, or just some eye candy. Toonami gives Res for the PlayStation 2 a 7 out of 10.
My name is Brian Finneran.
Chris Raff. My name is Matt Stewart.
Jay Feely.
Roberto Gazza.
Hey, Jasper.
Who dreams of being a kicker when they grow up?
I was the short, dumpy kid that could run.
Well, I was never really big. Just tall, always tall, always tall. Always taller than everybody else.
Do I have to eat a lot? No, I just like to eat a lot.
It's important to go outside and play sports and do whatever and have fun with your friends. Get outside, be active. If you want to do something, do it.
You know, get out there and work hard and run and lift, and you gotta be able to have pipes.
We try not to max because it's not always good on your body. I'd tell you probably about 450.
Guards over there that's repping 410 like 5-6 times.
It's so important to get out there and run around and not sit on your tush all day and watch Cartoon Network, although that's not all bad, right?
The path is the Chris Draft fan club.
Say Chris Draft.
No! Michael Vick! Chris Draft!
But not as much trash talking goes on as you would think.
A lot.
I'm their favorite football player.
Love Scooby-Doo growing up.
Outlaw Star. Thundercats. Thundercats! That's what he does.
Transformers Armada.
Transformers, I forgot to say that.
I watch every show that comes on the Cartoon Network.
The new He-Man.
Oh, I used to watch Bugs Bunny, too, all the time.
Do I think I can outrun Goku? Come on. If not, I'll just smack him around.
Believe in yourself and believe in your dreams. Don't ever let anybody tell you you can't be what you want to be.
Be good, listen to your parents, respect your elders, and your teacher's got a tough job in school, and listen to them and don't give them a hard time, or I'll come find you.
Más quiero mandar un saludo a todos los niños, vean el programa y saluden a todas sus familias y más que estén mirando los Falcons. All of what he said in English.
Yeah, when you're not practicing football, go fishing.
Do your work. Expect to graduate from high school. Expect to go to college.
Hey, and watch Toonami. It's good stuff.
Lord Slug has frozen the Earth.
I call on you to grant my wish.
And beaten the others.
Hang on.
But now it's Goku's turn to dig deep. Watch the DBZ premium movie, Lord Slug, tonight at 7:30. That's gonna leave a mark. Only Toonami.
You got it first.
Trouble's brewing in Gotham City.
It's Batman, ain't it? Jeez Louise, it's a woman.
A vigilante is wreaking havoc on the Dark Knight's turf. But she's bitten off more than she can chew. Can Batman discover her true identity before it's too late? Who are you? Batman, Mystery of the Batwoman. Next Saturday night at 7:30. Dark Knight Squared.
Got a jet.
Only Toonami. It was created to defend the Earth. But these guys have other ideas.
Check it out.
What have you done to my robot?
My robot.
The power of Megas just might save the world. If these two idiots don't screw it up first. An all-new episode, Megas XLR. Saturday nights at 9. Mischief weighs a ton. Only Toonami. Prepare yourself. Every Saturday night, Cartoon Network's building you a better cartoon show.
Well, go ahead and tell us what it is.
We call it Toonami.
It looks like they got a new and improved version.
Here's how it shakes out. At 7. an all-new episode of Duel Masters. At 7:30, a new movie every week. At 8:30, a special encore. Then, at 9, an all-new episode of the Cartoon Network original, Magnus XLR. At 9:30, premiere episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho. At 10, all new episodes of Dragon Ball GT. And at 10:30, you guessed it, all new episodes of Gundam Seed. Got you this time! So much goodness, it almost makes us want to cry. Toonami, Saturday, 7 to 11 p.m. Because we love you as much as you love action. Ain't love grand? Only Toonami. An alien force has come to Earth.
The world faces a crisis from which only we can protect it.
Now, the only question is, are they here to bring peace or destruction?
Take them out, fast and hard.
What are you doing?
Whose side are you really on?
Toonami presents a full-length Justice League movie, Star-Crossed, next Saturday at 7:30. Keep your enemies close and your friends closer.
It didn't have to be this way.
Only Toonami. A new Rave Master has been chosen.
It can't be.
His task, to recover the Rave Stones and destroy the Shadow Power forever. A simple plan, but it ain't gonna be easy.
The power of the Rave will be mine.
I don't think so.
Rave Master, Saturday nights at 8:30. Stone.
Anger management at work.
Only Toonami.
Every Saturday night, Cartoon Network's building you a better cartoon show. We call it Toonami. And we're giving you new shows every half hour for 4 straight hours.
Bring it on!
At 7, a new episode of Duel Masters. At 7:30, new Jackie Chan adventures. At 8, premiere episodes of Astro Boy.
Let's rock it!
At 8:30, brand new episodes of Rave Master. At 9, the Cartoon Network original Megas XLR. At 9:30, premiere episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho. At 10, new episodes of Dragon Ball GT. And closing it out at 10:30, even more new episodes of Gundam Seed. Even I'm a little new. Toonami, tonight from 7 to 11 p.m. It's a toast to those who rock. Only Toonami. Boxing games have had a tough go of it lately, but Fight Night 2004 changes all that.
It's Fight Night, ladies and gentlemen.
You can play as a bunch of famous fighters, but making your own guy is really the only way. You won't get yourself spot on, but you can still have fun with it. Training is really the only downside to the game. You're locked into one type at a time, and it takes a while to get good. Other than that little annoyance, this game is tight. You work your way up the ranks while working some poor guy's face.
Man, what am I supposed to do with you? I ain't no plastic surgeon.
Actual punching is all analog, using both sticks and the shoulder buttons to rock combos and block barrages. This game is super fun, and you play it over and over. It's out for all systems, but on the PS2, Toonami gives it 8.5 out of 10.
This fight is over.
Ding ding.
No secret identities. No schoolwork. No sweat. Teen Titans coming up next. Welcome home. Only Toonami.
I'm a robot myself, but sometimes even I get the hankering to climb into a giant metal machine and blow stuff up. Front Mission 4 for the PS2 is a great way to scratch that itch. You play as 2 different teams of soldiers fighting to keep the World War from breaking out. The main thing that hooks you in this game is the battles. In fact, there's really not much else going on, but don't worry, that's a plus. It's all about building the best mechs, hooking up your pilots, and making your team more rugged than the bad guys, because you will be outnumbered. It gets down to a pretty insane level of detail. You can even tweak the color schemes to the mechs. I like jungle camo myself. By the end of the game, you'll be proud of your scrappy little team and their hard-won victories. Ouch. I ended up playing this baby for about 55 hours, so I sure got my money's worth. Might even go back and try it again. Toonami gives Front Mission 4 for the PS2 an 8.5 out of 10. Suit up.
The left-hander, D-Train, Dontrell Willis.
Hi, I'm Dontrell Willis of the World Championship Florida Marlins. I'm from Oakland, so big A's fan, so just growing up around the corner from the park was a big influence on me playing baseball.
Some of you may be wondering where Dontrell got his unorthodox windup.
I've always thrown like that, so, just, being in that comfort level, they don't know how to fix it because they don't know where to begin. So they just, as long as he's throwing strikes, he's not hitting people, leave him alone.
Swing, and a miss.
The Marlins riding the back of Big D-Train, Dontrell Willis.
A teammate of mine called me D-Train in front of a reporter, and the reporter just ran with it, and all of a sudden people just started chewing at me, and so it kind of spread like wildfire. I'm one of the few rookies that has one, so I'm going to run with it. Baseball, it's a game built off failure, Learning to deal with adversity, I think, is one of the things, because, if you go 3 for 10, you're still in the Hall of Fame, but that means you failed 7 times. So it's one of those things where you learn how to be competitive and you learn how to, lose in a professional manner. Oh, man, just have fun. Life is short. Just have fun and work hard and just be really appreciative of anything you have. I mean, every day, I try to tell myself to have fun. It's not a job. It's a backyard game, and sometimes, because of the crowd and what have you, you lose sight of that. But it's a backyard game and just have fun. This is Dontrell Willis, and you're watching Toonami.
No homework. No chores.
Titans, go!
No bad guys allowed.
Game over.
The Titans are at it again. And they're back with an all-new season. Teen Titans. New episodes premiering July 31st at 8 p.m. The kids are all right. Only Toonami. The original Justice League has become a memory.
I am resigning from the Justice League.
What's going to happen to the League now?
We rebuild. From the ashes of that great conflict, a new team has arisen. A much, much bigger team.
Each of you brings something different to the table.
Old friends, new heroes. And as usual, plenty of bad guys jumping up to get beat down.
Calm down, and I'll let you go. How about you kiss my ass?
Watch out, evildoers. There's nowhere to run. Because this year, they're all around you. The League is unlimited. Toonami presents an all-new original series starring every superhero worth cheering for. And then some. Justice League Unlimited. Premiering July 31st at 8:30 p.m.
And where am I exactly?
Among friends.
There's strength in numbers. Only Toonami. Team Urameshi is in for the fight of their lives.
You are a dead man.
All new episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho. Coming up next.
That was a mistake.
It's gonna be a battle.
What do you say we get started?
Every Saturday night, Toonami is 4 hours of action. At 8:30, it's the premiere of Justice League Unlimited. There's strength in numbers. And at 9, all new episodes of Megas XLR. Then at 10, the finest action cartoon of all time continues. Dragon Ball GT. Plus, plenty of goodness we don't have time to tell you about. Toonami owns Saturday, 7 to 11 p.m. Only Toonami.
Has it been that long already? Spider-Man 2 is out in theaters, and that means the game is out as well. The PS2 version was pretty good last time around, but I went Xbox and checked out Spider-Man 2. There have been some major changes with this title, good and bad. First off, you roll GTA style through a full-scale model of New York City, go wherever and do whatever you want. Pretty sweet. On the downside, the beatdowns are pretty boring. Character building errands hit the snooze bar. And it's pretty lame stopping the same petty crimes over and over. And sure, you can roll through the movie storyline in about 4 hours, but who cares? Web slinging's where it's at. This one's all about soaring through NYC as only Spider-Man can. The web controls are even tighter, giving you total control. All of Manhattan is one big playground. I got game. So if you're a Spider fanboy or just a fan of the Big Apple, this one's for you. Toonami gives Spider-Man 2 for the Xbox 7 out of 10. And don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Cancel your plans.
Ooh, gotta go.
Do your chores. Then glue your eyes to the best action show around. Attack the The Titans are back with all new episodes.
We're ready for you.
Ain't life grand?
Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day.
All new episodes of Teen Titans premiere next Saturday at 8. Booyah. To perfection. Only Toonami.
Next Saturday night, the past and future collide. Toonami presents a full night of your favorite samurai, but that's not all. We're blowing it out with Star Wars Clone Wars in its entirety. 4 never-before-seen episodes of Samurai Jack and every episode of Star Wars Clone Wars.
May the Force be with you.
Samurai meet Jedi. Next Saturday night, starting at 7. Use the Force, Jack. Only Toonami.
In a distant time, evil had a form. Then, a name.
I am Aku.
Toonami presents the special Emmy Award-winning episode.
I see that I must show your world who is master.
Your evil grasp ends now. Samurai Jack, Birth of Evil. Coming up next. Only Toonami.
My name is Adrian Lund, and I'm president of the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. We built this crash test facility in 1992, and since then we've been testing vehicles to see how well they'll protect you in a crash. And our purpose is to try to reduce the deaths and the injuries and the property damage that occur in motor vehicle crashes. But this is a great job. We get to crash cars. We play with cool equipment, and as a result, we get to save lives.
The driver had a pretty good hit in the shoulder. Sliced her head open there.
In each of our different crash tests, we actually use different dummies because the dummies have to be built to measure what we're interested in measuring for those crashes. All the vehicles are designed now so that they're very smart about protecting you in all kinds of crashes, but they all assume they know where you'll be in that crash. And if you're not wearing your seatbelt, then you may not be in the right place. In this crash test, you've seen a side impact. Now, it only hits the car at 31 miles an hour, but that's a really severe side impact. We all depend on our cars to get around every day, and what we don't often realize is that there's actually danger associated with that. It's very important to understand that these crashes can be severe, and there's something that you can do every day when you ride in a car. You can buckle your seatbelt. Wear your seatbelt. It's the best thing you can do to protect yourself.
Every once in a while, strange games from the land of the rising sun end up here. Katamari Damacy, or in Japanese, Clump of Souls for the PS2 is definitely one of them. It seems the king of all cosmos has destroyed all the stars in the universe, and guess who has to remedy it? It's all about rolling your Katamari around and collecting objects. Anything and everything can be rolled into a ball. The bigger, the better. Sounds strange? Well, it is, but it sure is fun. Crazy music tracks, quirky cutscenes, and simplistic gameplay make Katamari pretty addictive. Toonami gives Katamari Damacy for the PS2 a 7 out of 10. Keep on rolling.
Tonight belongs to the fighters. New episodes of Rave Master, Teen Titans, Megas XLR, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball GT, and the long-departed but never forgotten Rurouni Kenshin. Toonami does it all night long. Coming up next.
You want to fight? I'll give you a fight.
Only on Cartoon Network.
Well, since Astro Boy gets no love here in the States, I'm gonna give him one last shot. I've been playing Omega Factor for the Game Boy Advance, and just like the series, it's pretty cool. You start off fairly weak, but soon enough, all of Astro's powers are at your fingertips. Jet boosters, finger laser, arm cannon, machine guns, the works. Use your skills to beat down enemies, meet new friends, and get to the bottom of the struggle between robots and humans. The boss battles are huge and challenging, and for all you Tezuka fans out there, there's a list of classic characters to meet and collect as you go. For an old school 2D side-scroller, Astro is fun, looks nice, and has super smooth gameplay. Toonami gives Astro Boy Omega Factor a 9 out of 10. Who's your boy?
Cobra Commander is building a genetically mutated army. And he has just the general to lead them. Can the Joes save Hawk and the world from destruction?
Yes, sir.
G.I. Joe, Valor versus Venom. Next Saturday night at 7:30. The simple bare necessities. Only Toonami.
With all the great games out these days, it's easy to get caught up in epic adventures, but sometimes you just want action. And Alien Hominid for the PS2 delivers. There's not much depth to this one. You just run wild with your hominid and take out all sorts of enemies. FBI agents, KGB ops, Area 51 guards, and some huge bosses. Sounds easy, but your twitch skills better be on time, because it takes mad maneuvers to stay alive. With 16 levels in all, Hominid is short, but extremely addictive. So if you're a fan of old school games like Contra or Metal Slug, this one's for you. Toonami gives Alien Hominid for the PS2 an 8 out of 10. Pain wears many hats.
Can these 6 young heroes prove they are worthy of the name Toa and save Metro Nui from destruction? Bionicle 2, Legends of Metro Nui, next Saturday night at 7. Believe in yourself. Only Toonami.
My name is Dante Hall, kick returner, punt returner, wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'd say the best thing about being an NFL player would probably be, it was a dream that I always had, so every Sunday when I go out and play, I'm living my dream over. The worst thing about being an NFL player is the pressure. You know, I don't think any other job in America has the pressure that this job has. I've had plays like that in the middle of them, I was like, you know, I probably shouldn't do this. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. The price that you pay when they turn out good is nowhere near the price you pay when they turn out bad, so I'm a gambler. If I was an animal, I'd be a cheetah, so I can run fast, I can get high, get low, and cheetahs are pretty, so pretty. So you can be all of that and look pretty, gotta love it. Can I run a cheetah? Yeah, I can outrun a cheetah. Let me tell it. I think my best moment thus far was the punt return I had against Denver last year. It not only helped win the game, but it also tied the NFL record of most kick returns in 1 year. X Factor is my football nickname. I came up with the X Factor. Just, you know, athletes, they're always trying to come up with a second identity. I think for anyone that wants to be in the NFL, you must work very, very hard and stay on top of your game. Eat right, take care of your bodies, and work on your skills. This is Dante Hall, the X Factor, and you're watching Toonami.
The Sarbillion Galaxy is full of danger.
Oh no, we've got trouble!
Fortunately, the Dice team and their Dino Breakers are ready to rumble. Not bad for a bunch of kids. Dice, premiering Saturday, January 22nd at 7:30.
Wow, what a plan!
Incredible! The squad's rolling deep. Only Toonami. Every Saturday night at 8:30, Justice League Unlimited.
Each of you brings something different to the table.
So many heroes. Evildoers don't stand a chance.
Move out.
But who said they deserve one?
Come with it then!
An all-new episode episode of Justice League Unlimited coming up next. All together now. Only Toonami. You thought it was over.
Goodbye, everyone.
You'd given up all hope. This can't be the end. Now see the series the way it was meant to be.
Destroy them all!
Let's get to it.
What else could go wrong?
Dragon Ball GT, the lost episodes, Saturday night at 10. It ain't over till we say it is. Such a happy day. Only Toonami. Kyo was just an ordinary genius.
XY squared to the 6th.
That's correct. Till his father sent him a mysterious birthday present. Now this little boy, Sash, might be just the friend Kyo needs. If all the Mamotos don't destroy them both.
I knew this was a bad idea!
Zatch Bell, premieres Saturday at 9:30. Open up and say ah. Only Toonami. The hottest drivers in the world are back on the track.
The drivers are ready.
The battle to beat the evil racing drones is pushing their skills to the limit.
Accelerate. Go.
Just how they like it.
Let's do it.
Hot Wheels Acceleracers. The speed of silence. Next Saturday at 6:30. Drop the hammer. Only Toonami.
The Clone War rages on. In the deepening twilight of the Jedi, Master and Apprentice grow farther apart.
You're no Qui-Gon Jinn. Let's go.
As the Republic makes a desperate last stand against the shadow cast by Darth Sidious and his pupils, Toonami presents Volume 2 of the critically acclaimed micro-series, Star Wars Clone Wars, coming up next. Impressive. Most impressive. Only Toonami.
On the mean streets of Gotham City, a new breed of supervillains emerges. But deep in the shadows, old school justice awaits.
I'm the Batman.
The Caped Crusader returns in an all-new animated series. The Batman, premiering Saturday, April 2nd at 8:30. You won't even see it coming. Only Toonami. This is it.
Few things in this world are as pure as one man punching another in the face. Which is why I was so excited when the new Fight Night came out. It's a little different than the first go-round.
Let's get going with round number 2.
You start out as an amateur, and now you can choose the training you want. But at the end of the day, it's still about bashing.
This is incredible. We're seeing a fight tonight.
They added a haymaker, and if you can't throw him, you will lose.
1, 2.
The biggest addition, however, is between rounds. As the cut man, you've got to take down swelling and stop bleeding to keep your bug in one piece.
We gotta get some of that swelling down on your left side.
Otherwise, you end up looking like this guy. Ouch. Fight Night's really fun, but it's too much about the haymaker.
Connects with a big right-handed haymaker.
And so it's either too hard or way too easy. But it's still the best boxing game in town. Toonami gives Fight Night Round 2 for the PS2 an 8.5 out of 10. Ding, ding.
I think I own, 20,000 records. My name's DJ Kubert.
DJ Kubert?
Scratch DJ. And I'm a scratch DJ. DJ stands for disc jockey. I play the turntable like a musical instrument. Whatever's recorded on the vinyl, I can play with its pitch, volume, and reverse and forward of its motion. I became a scratch DJ out of just playing around, having a good time. It was a hobby, but I loved it so much that it became a career. Next year, it'll be 20 years for me DJing. Kubert was just a name given to me because it was a video game at the time. My last name started with a Q, and everyone started calling me that, but that's not the name I wanted, but it just stuck. And the worst thing about being a DJ is that Well, with everything, there's good and bad, you know. It is a beautiful art, but at the same time, there's a lot of discipline and a lot of training involved, and that's really not so bad. Music is, it's beyond words. It's something that connects us to the universe, and it changes your emotions. It's a very spiritual thing to me. If you want to be a scratch DJ, then just go for it, but practice a lot, practice again, and then practice some more, and make up your own rules. Be original. Use your own personality. Be different. The best thing about being a scratch DJ is just to make people happy with what I do. That makes me more happy than anything. Just follow your dreams, because everyone has a special talent. My mom always taught me to follow your dreams and never stop others from dreaming. That's it.
Only Toonami. Monkey D. Luffy wants to become king of the pirates. The only problem? He can't swim. But he's gathered a crew. And together, they'll seek the legendary treasure of Gold Roger. Things are gonna get a little strange along the way.
Who is that rubber boy?
One Piece. Premieres Saturday, April 23rd from 10 to 11 p.m. Don't let the straw hat fool you. Only Toonami. The Clone Wars have begun.
In this time of need, why do we hold back the Chosen One?
Whether or not he is the Chosen One is still to be determined.
As master and apprentice struggle with the dark side.
You're no Qui-Gon Jinn.
More and more systems join Count Dooku's army.
The city is under attack.
Leaving the Jedi Knights caught between the Separatist forces and a republic that is slowly becoming an empire.
Now is the time to launch our final operation.
Let's end this battle, Commander.
We have to go! Now!
Defend the city, we must.
I won't fail you. Don't fail yourself.
The Jedi shall fall.
Toonami presents the Emmy-winning micro-series all in one shot. Star Wars Clone Wars, Volumes 1 and 2, next Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Impressive. Most impressive.
May the Force be with you.
Only Toonami.
Man, do I like me some Legos. And you know I'm into all things Jedi. So when Lego Star Wars came out for the PS2, I just couldn't resist. As you might expect, the gameplay is pretty simple. With unlimited lives, run, jump, and use the Force to collect coins, power-ups, and solve puzzles. Play your way through episodes 1, 2, and 3 using your favorite Star Wars characters. Pretty cool. There are over 30 playable characters in all once you unlock them, and a few fun extras. Surprisingly, the scenes from episode 3 reenacted Lego style are a cool sneak peek of the latest movie. Sure, it's a kid's game, but the Force is strong with this one. Toonami gives Lego Star Wars for the PS2 a 7 out of 10. You know you want to control Lego, Chewie. It's their destiny to race. Let's move some metal. And the fate of the world depends on their victory.
This time, there's no escape.
If they can put aside their egos and work together, they've already won.
Nobody tells me what to do.
Hot Wheels Acceleracers Breaking Point premieres Saturday, June 25th at 6:30.
We've got it under control.
Don't stop believing. Only Toonami. The destruction of Unicron has created a black hole, which threatens to swallow the planet.
Let's go!
Now, the Autobots' only hope is to find the ancient planet keys.
Prepare for battle!
But as usual, the Decepticons aren't playing along.
Beat it, Megatron! Oh, really?
Transformers Cybertron. New episodes, Saturday at 7. Unlock the power.
Gotcha!
Only Toonami.
I'm Amin. I'm Yumi. And we are Coffee Amin Women. 私東京出身でございます。私は大阪です。なんだろう、なんだろう。でもその由美ちゃんも含め友達との関係っていうのはすごいこう情が大きいと思うんですよね。慌ててメイクしてその頃になると緊張もピークになってるからお祈りをするとかこうっていうよりも2人ともすっごいおしゃべりになって緊張するからブワーって喋っててもうステージに行かなきゃコンコンって舞台監督に呼ばれて行きたくないよって怖いよってこう首根っこギュー引っ張られてキャーっていう感じ。
Some of you may already know, but we also sing the theme song for Teen Titans.
こんなことを思ってくれてる人がいるだけいっかぐらいの、いつその話がなくなっても別にショックじゃないようにすごくさらっと。
Starting next month, we will be animated characters for Hi Hi Puppy Ami Yumi on Cartoon Network. Please check it out.
なんだろう、でも私たちが心がけてるってわけじゃないけど、そうなればいいなと思うのはいつ何時でも楽しくないより楽しい方がいいじゃないとか。
Ninjutsu, the art of stealth and perseverance. To follow this path, one must be strong in mind, body, and spirit. Ready. But the way is treacherous. Some will succeed, some will fail. But only one will rule the school. Naruto, 1 hour premiere Saturday, September 10th at 9. No guts, no glory. Only Toonami.
Titans are back.
And just in the nick of time.
With an all-new season of bad guys getting clocked and faces getting rocked.
That's the way we do things.
All in the name of justice.
You have no idea what we can handle.
You know how they do. All new episodes of Teen Titans start Saturday, September 24th at 8.
Titans Doom Patrol! Go first!
Together, everyone achieves more. Only Toonami.
In a world of head shavers, one man stands up for the little hair. In an action show unlike any you've ever seen. He's a complicated man, but no one understands him but his woman. Actually, I don't think anyone understands him. Bobo. Premiere Saturday, October 1st at 10:30.
That doesn't make sense!
Only Toonami.
The best action show of all time is coming home. And this time, it's uncut.
Well, I guess it's your lucky day.
All your favorite episodes, the way they were meant to be seen.
Yeah, let's go!
Incredible!
More punches, more kicks, and then even more punches.
And it's not going to be pretty.
DBZ Uncut, coming up next. Kamehameha. Only Toonami. Next Saturday night, Toonami's got that new car smell.
Bring it on.
DBZ starts Uncut at 7:30. The Titans East take on Control Freak at 8. Naruto takes on a powerful ninja assassin at 9 with an encore at 10. And Bobo at 10:30 will be confusing, but so funny you won't care.
What a whack job.
Toonami, next Saturday from 7 to 11 p.m. Breaking you down and building you back up. Well, looks like you all got the memo about the last Katamari game. You know what that means. Sequel time. And the aptly titled We Love Katamari says it all. This time round, the king of all cosmos has decreed more planets and stars. And the adoring fans have all sorts of insane requests for Katamari action. So let's get rolling. Just like before, it's all about rolling the biggest Katamari. This time, there are more levels and some cool extras. The versus play is a little better, and co-op mode is fun, if difficult at first. You can also roll up your cousins to help you out, and don't forget the presents. Katamari's back with all its quirkiness intact, and I, for one, am glad. Toonami gives We Love Katamari for the PS2 an 8 out of 10. Sometimes more of the same is like a trusted old friend. Get on the ball. Next Saturday night, Toonami is hitting the high notes. Gotham has a new bat in town in Batman vs. Dracula from 7 to 9.
There is only room for one Batman.
Naruto learns you never leave a man in the field at 9 with an encore at 10. And Bobobo keeps getting weirder and funnier at 10:30. Toonami, next Saturday night from 7 to 11. 4 hours never felt so good. Only Toonami.
In the year 2049, the world's most popular motorsport is the immortal Grand Prix.
Welcome to the beginning of this season's ID1 Grand Prix. Get ready, folks. Sparks will fly.
Takashi Shin could be its greatest pilot ever.
He's got a style that's different from anything I've ever seen.
If he can just get over being a teenager.
Takashi, stay focused. What are you doing?
I'm winning this thing. Watch out. Get a crash.
This season, Takashi and Team Satomi hit the big leagues on a quest to take the crown.
We want to be champions. We work as a team.
You know, I don't like you.
Give me one more day to find a sponsor.
The only thing standing in their way? 180 miles of track. And 5 teams determined to win.
I don't think anyone can beat Felstein with me at forward.
All at 350 miles an hour.
You're in the big leagues now, Hot Shot.
They wouldn't have it any other way. From the studio that brought you Ghost in the Shell, Cartoon Network is proud to present the first Toonami original series, IGPX. The race begins Saturday, November 5th at 10.
Come on, Takashi. I'll take you apart. Watch out, Takashi. It's a trap.
Life in the fast lane.
Say goodbye, you little punk.
Only Toonami.
Watch IGPX Saturday, November 5th. But next Saturday, Toonami kicks off DBZ Uncut at 7:30. Starfire's hero has a destructive secret on the Teen Titans at 8. Naruto checks out Kakashi's water jutsu at 9 with an encore at 10. Bobobo saves the world with theater at 10:30. Toonami, next Saturday night from 7 to 11. Granting wishes 4 hours at a time.
Comprende?
Only Toonami.
From Rushville, Indiana, Tony Stewart.
I'm Tony Stewart, driver of the number 20 Home Depot Monte Carlo for Joe Gibbs Racing in the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series. Probably the best thing about being a race car driver is that you get to go a lot faster than the speed limit without getting in trouble. I think the emotion you have when you're racing, it's not so much being scared, it's just that you're so focused on what you're doing that you don't think about the danger side of it. You're running somewhere around 190 to 200 miles an hour at the end of the straightaway going into the first turn, and you start turning before you even get out of the throttle and get out of the gas just for a short period of time, use a little bit of braking, and you're wide open again. And through the corner, you're feeling all the G-forces and G-loads pushing you to the outside of the car and just trying to be faster than the other guys. Probably the biggest differences between my car and a passenger car is my race car doesn't have air conditioning, stereo, cruise control, leather seats. It's just a basic bare frame race car. There's a whole group of people that work at Joe Gibbs Racing back at the shop. You have 8 or 9 guys that come Thursday night and are here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then there's another group of guys that come to do the pit stops just for the race. The typical race weekend will have anywhere from 16 to 18 guys here. Winning the Winston Cup was cool. The highlight of my career right now is knowing that I was the best in the country driving stock cars and racing against the best in the country. I knew at a young age that I wanted to be a race car driver, so when I was 8 years old, I started in go-karts, and that's probably the best form of racing that you can get into as a kid. Go to a couple races and go to go-kart races and see if it's something you think you're interested in, and if so, tell your parents, you know, if that's your dream, just go for it and give 110%.
It's finally time. IGPX time. But first, we've got DBZ Uncut at 7:30. The Teen Titans make some icy friends at 8. Naruto gets some new chakra training at 9. And a special 1-hour premiere of the first Toonami original series, IGPX, from 10 to 11.
Time for you to come to mama.
A 1-hour premiere, 3,083 days in the making. Toonami, next Saturday night from 7 to 11. Time to cuddle up with your old pal Toonami. Raven protects 3 young superheroes in the Teen Titans at 8. Naruto trains hard to defeat Gato at 9. Team Satomi faces down the fierce Team Black Egg in IGPX at 10.
Can this kid crack the egg?
And Bobo becomes a pasta prima donna at 10:30.
Those hair Cobra Bear!
Toonami, Saturday night from 7 to 11.
Run for cover and get ready to see how it all began.
Is there a 6-foot back in Gotham City?
What are you?
I'm Batman.
Get those wonderful toys. Toonami's first live-action movie, Batman. Next Saturday night at 7.
You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
Next Saturday night, Toonami's going old school. Starting at 7, we've got Batman, the classic Tim Burton movie. Naruto learns a life lesson from a stranger at 9:30. At 10, Takashi faces down Cunningham and Velstein in IGPX. And at 10:30, Bobo finally sees C-Block's strange headquarters. Toonami, Saturday night from 7 to 11. Where does he get those wonderful toys? On Cartoon Network. Saturday night, Toonami's coming of age. Anakin's power grows in Clone Wars Volume 2 at 7. Satch and Naomi battle it out at the zoo at 8:30. Sasuke and Sabusa face off in Naruto at 9.
Believe it!
Takashi and River come to blows in the Toonami original IGPX at 10. Toonami, Saturday night from 7 to 11. Building bridges, knocking heads. On Cartoon Network.
Sounds like fun. He must stop Sensui and his minions from opening the Dark Gate and destroying the world.
I have to go save the world again.
But are his friends an even larger threat?
I'll take this one.
Yu Yu Hakusho coming up next.
Are you scared?
He's gonna need a bigger gun.
Toonami's giving you the winter warmth you need. Try and catch this high-speed hero in a new Titans at 8. Naruto learns the head-on attack is not the ninja way at 9. IGPX has canine feline warfare in the Toonami original at 10. Bobo gets a little gassy at 10:30.
Talk about a mighty win!
Toonami, next Saturday night from 7 to 11. Light a match. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. Every once in a while, a game comes along that you just can't put down. And for those about to rock, Guitar Hero for the PS2 is the one. I'm a sucker for peripherals, and this mini guitar is so sweet. So just grab your axe and let it rip. The more notes you can hit, the more star power you get, and then it's showtime. It starts off pretty easy, but each difficulty setting adds another key to your guitar. Soon enough, you'll be monkey pawing all over it trying to keep up. You get cash based on your performance, which in turn allows you to buy more songs, different guitars, and unlockable characters. With over 30 songs and everything from Helmet to Queen, you'll be rocking for weeks. Try and shred your way into the ranks of the guitar legends. You might look like a clown, but rocking out sure is fun. Toonami gives Guitar Hero for the PS2 a 9 out of 10. Don't fear the Reaper. Only Toonami. Saturday night, Toonami's got it going on. The Titans take to the road at 8. Naruto and Sasuke learn there's no substitute for experience at 9. Something sure does stink on Bobobobobobobo at 10. And check out an all-new episode of IGPX at its all-new time, 10:30. Toonami, Saturday from 7 to 11 p.m. You might want to hold your breath. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. Your holiday wishes are being granted a little early this year. The Titans take a trip down memory lane at 8. Naruto shows a little of his demon side at 9. Bobo gasses up the team at 10. And Fontaine faces down Takashi in IGPX at 10:30.
Take her out! Okay, girls, let's do it.
Toonami, Saturday from 7 to 11 p.m. Happy holidays, Toonami faithful, on Cartoon Network.
You're in the middle of all the Naruto you can handle.
I'm trembling with excitement.
8 straight hours, all in a row.
Wow, that's so cool!
Look out!
I'm more than ready!
And the best is yet to come.
What the heck is this?
It's Naruto Year's Eve. Catch a brand new episode tonight at 10:30.
This is your last warning!
Happy Ninja New Year. Only on Cartoon Network.
Saturday night, Toonami's kicking the year off right. Somebody's knocking off all the Titans at 8.
Calling all Titans!
Kakashi shows Zabuza some new techniques at 9. Bobobo takes a trip to the funhouse at 10.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
And Takashi and Fontaine get away from it all at 10:30. Settle in for a long winter's fight. Toonami, Saturday night from 7 to 11. Only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's serving up just what you need.
Let's get it started!
On an all-new Teen Titans at 8, the Brotherhood has all but won. The Titans' last hope is Beast Boy.
Titans, together!
Then, on an all-new Naruto at 9, Zabuza shows what a ninja is capable of. Catch these and more new shows on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11. Big boys don't cry. Only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's got all the action you can handle. On an all-new Zatch Bell at 8:30, Kyo learns of Ropes' destruction. That Zatch lookalike seems pretty strong. Then, on an all-new Naruto at 9, after seeing some real action, Naruto's a little restless just sitting around. Be careful what you wish for. Catch these and more new shows on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11. Ready? Fight.
You're annoying. All of you.
Only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's getting a little goofy. On an all-new One Piece at 9:30, Chopper breaks out the Rumble Ball. Watch out, Chesmarimo. Then, on an all-new Bobobo at 10, Gasser's wedding gets broken up. Ooh, that's one angry bride.
I'm just warming up!
Catch these and more new shows on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11. Fear is the mind killer. Only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's punching the clock. On an all-new Zatch Bell at 8:30, Zatch wants to see his hero, Praying Mantis Joe. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, Zatch. Then, on an all-new Naruto at 9, Kakashi recommends the gang for the next level of ninja training.
Bring them on!
But are they ready? Catch these and the rest of Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11. Duck and cover.
Today will be a day to remember.
Only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's blasting off. On an all-new One Piece at 9:30, Luffy and Wapol have their final showdown.
This fight's between you and me!
Nice cannon. Then, on an all-new Bobobo at 10, Gasser returns to his childhood. Man, he gets gassier. Pew. Catch these and more new stuff on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11.
All right.
It's good to be the king. Only on Cartoon Network.
Trained from an early age, these swordsmen are Wulin's greatest warriors. Now, they must defeat one of their own to save Wulin from destruction. Wulin Warriors, Saturday, February 4th at 8 p.m. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
Next Saturday, Toonami's fighting your inner demons for you. On an all-new episode of Naruto at 9, Sasuke faces down a new ninja. Doesn't this guy know they need to study?
All right, that's enough.
Then, on an all-new episode of One Piece at 9:30, now that Wapple's toast, Luffy's all about getting Chopper on the crew. But will he want to join in all the reindeer games? Catch these and other fine programs on Toonami. Next Saturday from 7 to 11, only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's breaking off a little something-something. On an all-new Zatch Bell at 8:30, Kyo and Zatch are dead tired, but a king can't afford to get down. Suck it up, Zatch. Then, on an all-new Naruto at 9, the Band of 3 get ready to take the Chunin exam. Man, that's a lot of ninjas? Yeah, well.
What's this?
Catch these and other fine programs on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11, only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's taking sides. On an all-new One Piece at 9:30, Chopper shows off his talents for the gang. And Luffy learns about the Baroque Works crew.
Be very afraid.
Then, on an all-new Bobobo at 10,
prepare to meet your doom.
Captain Battleship turns Beauty into a doll. I know, just watch it. Catch these and other fine programs on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11, only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's here to rock the night away. On an all-new Zatch Bell at 8, Ponygon's not feeling much like a Momoto since he never fights. Now he's looking for a partner.
Where did this horse come from?
Who doesn't love ponies? Then, on an all-new Naruto at 9, it's down to the written exam, and Sasuke and Sakura feel like Naruto may be their weakest link.
This is bad.
Catch these and other fine programs on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11, only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's teaming up. On an all-new One Piece at 9:30, Luffy and the crew meet up with Mr. 2. Something's a little fishy with his impersonations.
That's me! And we're very scary!
Then, on an all-new Justice League Unlimited at 10:30, there's a ghost on the loose, and not one of those fun, spooky ones.
No, really.
Catch these and other fine programs on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11, only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's cracking down. On an all-new Zatch Bell at 8, Brago and Sherry look to make some new allies. And a friend in need is a friend indeed. Then, on an all-new Naruto at 9, the students are told to cheat without being caught. Oh, and if they get this question wrong, they're banned for life. Nobody said a ninja's life is easy. Catch these and other fine programs on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11, only on Cartoon Network. Saturday night, fight for your right to Toonami. On One Piece at 9:30, the Straw Hat crew battles against hunger.
What's it do you need?
Chopper better look out, because he's looking pretty good. And on Bobo at 10, the Funky Fivesome faces off against Captain Battleship's Battleship 5 Quartet. Ooh, say that 5 times fast. Catch these and other fine programs on Toonami, Saturday night from 7 to 11. Bring your boogie powder. This Saturday, Toonami's stepping up. On an all-new Zatch Bell at 8, Zatch reminisces about all the Momoto he's beaten and is determined to be a kind king.
Then we've got to do our very best.
This mysterious man might have something to say about that. Then, on an all-new Naruto at 9, it's catch-up time. The local newspaper's digging up dirt on all of Naruto's past adventures.
We're supposed to go the other way!
Catch these and other fine programs on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11, only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's dancing to the music. On an all-new One Piece at 9:30, Chaser meets up with a mysterious pirate.
He looks like one hot tamale.
Looks like the crew's gonna have to fight their way out of another one. Then, on an all-new Bobobo, it's road trip time as Bobo and the gang head to the land of Blabs-a-lot.
Oh, yeah!
Catch these and other fine programs on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11, only on Cartoon Network. This Saturday, Toonami's double dipping. Zatch Bell's all new at 8 and 8:30. Zatch and Kyo get closer to harnessing the power of the spellbook, but for now, the 6th one will do. Then it's on to new One Pieces at 9 and 9:30. Luffy and Trace are double trouble against Baroque Works, but the crew's still learning how bad Baroque can be. It's all this and more on Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11, only on Cartoon Network.
Man against nature.
The insects must be stopped.
Spirits against humans.
You shouldn't be here. Get out of here. Go!
Man against man.
Hold it right there!
And the most fantastic visuals around.
Let's go!
Spirited Away.
I'm dreaming!
Princess Mononoke.
This is what hatred looks like.
Castle in the Sky.
That was exciting.
Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind.
You must not burn down the toxic jungle.
It is what you started, human.
Fire!
Toonami is proud to present 4 of the greatest animated movies ever made.
This is unbelievable.
A month of Miyazaki, starting March 18th at 7:30. Don't sleep on it.
We're doing this for the good of the planet.
Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
What is this place?
Come on, I want to see what's on the other side.
Chihiro didn't like adventures.
Wait for me!
But on her way to becoming the new girl in a new town, a wrong turn trapped her in the spirit world with no hope of escape. And unless she can remember her name, she'll be a slave forever.
Let's go!
Now, she must learn the rules of a dangerous new reality, save her parents, and find her way back home.
What would you like?
I would like to leave, sir.
Along the way, she may just discover what it means to be human.
What's going on?
It's called love.
Toonami is proud to present the Academy Award-winning film Spirited Away, Saturday night at 7:30. Part of a month of Miyazaki. Don't sleep on it.
Is this a dream? Is this a dream?
Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. Long ago, the land lay covered in forests.
This place is magical.
Back then, gods and demons walked among us, and man and beast lived in harmony. But now mankind's greed and hatred have angered the spirits of the forest.
It's some kind of demon.
Once benevolent gods have become wrathful and destructive. Prince Ashitaka has been driven from his home by this evil.
He's obviously an outsider.
Now he must slow this hatred while battling a demon within.
It's eating me alive, and very soon now it will kill me.
The only ones who can help him are 2 women sworn to kill each other.
No.
That woman is evil. Open fire!
What I want is for the humans of the forest to live in peace.
Princess Mononoke, Saturday night at 7:30.
This is unbelievable.
Part of a month of Miyazaki. See with eyes unclouded by hate. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. Dark clouds gather, a shadow moves, and all that's left of an ancient civilization drifts on the wind. Legend speaks of untold power for those who find it. But the location of this secret place has been lost until now.
All ahead full.
A young girl holds the key.
That crystal's gonna help us find Laputa.
Heir to the throne of Laputa. Only she can unleash its true power.
Unbelievable!
But she's not the only one seeking its glory.
I want that crystal!
Now, caught between the military and air pirates, she must find Laputa before they destroy it. Discover the secret of Castle in the Sky, Saturday night at 7:30.
I wouldn't miss an adventure like this for anything in the world.
Part of a month of Miyazaki.
Oh my.
Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. The world is dying. The 7 days of fire have left the planet a poison wasteland, unfit for life.
Yet another village is dead.
Except in the Valley of the Wind, where the air is clean and the people are free. But an ill wind has brought death to this peaceful land.
What can that be?
The evil of the past has returned to poison the valley. Only Nausicaa, the warrior princess foretold by legend, can stop nature from rising up in outrage and wiping humanity from the face of the earth. Can she show this world the way of peace before all that she loves is destroyed?
All this killing must stop!
Or will mankind sink under the tide of hate?
It's too late. There's no turning back now.
Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, Saturday night at 7:30. The Angel of Light has come. Part of a month of Miyazaki. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
Don't worry, Toonami faithful. Naruto's taking a little break, but it's not going anywhere.
What's that?
After a month of Miyazaki, check out an April 15th Naruto-a-thon. Or at least a bunch of all-new Naruto episodes.
I am so there!
Keep watching Toonami every Saturday from 7 to 11. You'll love a month of Miyazaki. Don't fear the change. Embrace it. Only on Cartoon Network. If you're one of the other 30,000 people who played Ico, then you probably know all about Shadow of the Colossus. If not, you missed out on a great game and shouldn't sleep on this one. You play as a guy who has to defeat 16 Colossi in order to save your, I guess, girlfriend? The story's a little soft, but the visuals are far from it. Destructive simplicity meets immense landscapes. You're the winner for it. Basically, the game boils down to riding along your sword's path. Find the next Colossus in line, exploit its weak point, absorb the power, come back to the temple, and then start on the next one. Not too complicated, until you come face to face with this. Or this. Colossus is pretty short. It probably won't take you more than 10 hours. But when you're riding on top of a 100-foot-tall giant or jumping out of the way of one of the smaller ones, you'll wonder how time flies. I felt a little bad for the Colossi. I mean, what did this guy do to me? But when the man says jump, you gotta say how high. Don't expect a lot to do. There aren't any side games or mini-boss fights. But that's what makes this game so great. It's all about you and the Colossus, fighting it out in this beautiful, huge world. Toonami gives Shadow of the Colossus for the PS2 a 9 out of 10. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. The Earth is in danger.
Move to DEFCON 5.
And General Fury needs a crack squad of heroes.
The planet's being threatened and we need a tough team to handle it.
Led by Captain America, can these superheroes band together and fight as one? Or will their super egos clash too much?
I got no use for hotshot amateurs.
Toonami presents The Ultimate Avengers, Saturday night at 9:30, right after Naruto. Hulk smash. Yo, what's up? Your old pal Tom here. Hey, did you know that soccer is the biggest sport in the world? In fact, the beautiful game is so big that even robots get a chance to play. Yeah, that's right, soccer played by robots. It's called the Robo Cup. Check it out.
We're here at RoboCup US Open in Atlanta, Georgia.
We've got hundreds of robots here.
RoboCup is team-based robotics.
So most of the people here competing are from universities, but we also have a good number of high school students.
So the robots that we're using are the Sony Aibo robots. We try to get them to play soccer.
The way they come, they're made to be like a family pet, sort of. They're supposed to follow you around and be cute. If we want to make them play soccer, we have to kind of start over.
We kind of almost scrap the code that they give us and use our own code.
This robot has a camera in the nose right here, so most of what it's doing is based on the pictures that it gets from this.
They're doing everything by themselves. There's no joysticking. No humans are interacting with the robots during gameplay. They're all on their own. So it's really robots against robots.
I enter the small size league in RoboCup. In this league, unlike the Aibos, we build the robot. So this robot has about $2,000 worth of parts and what we call near infinite labor. We're pretty happy with it. It's been neat to be a part of the league because we're really pushing on what it takes to sort of make the robot smart and actually play soccer.
Goal CMU, that's game. End of game.
Really, the goal of RoboCup is to advance the research in robotics and artificial intelligence. One goal kind of is one day when we have humanoid robots, we can have them play against the World Cup champion human soccer team and hopefully beat them.
Come on, guys, get the ball. Get the...
Yeah. After all said and done, you are getting robot dogs to play soccer. You have to have kind of a sense of humor. Yeah, you'll get into it.
The bell is rung, and that means it's time for another round of this sweet science. Fight Night style.
The third round is underway.
Round 3 for the Xbox 360 is a sight to behold, and it's all about the graphics. There's no more display to show how tired you and your opponent are. Just look at his face. If the guy's dragging around the ring, he's in trouble. When it goes to slow-mo, that mug's about to go down.
Shot sends him crashing.
But watch out, you're never safe in this game. Just like the last version, the haymaker's a little overused, but it's hard to argue with the results.
Wicked haymaker drops him.
Fight-wise, it's pretty unbeatable. Refighting classic fights is pretty fun too, especially when you get to bust Leonard in the face. Outside the ring is where the game falls a little short. There aren't any rankings really. It's all about fighting for the sponsorship, which is weak. Also, you can't choose a cut man, even though you could last time.
Keep that spelling down. Don't want to see too many more rounds like that.
And your trainer options are pretty limited too. Not bad enough to keep from playing it, but they'd better work it out for round 4. All in all, Fight Night round 3 for the 360 is a great boxing game. We give it an 8.5 out of 10.
I like what I saw there.
You never got me down, Ray.
The new season of IGPX has begun, and everyone wants a piece of the defending champs.
Ready, guys?
New teams, new rivalries.
Here it comes, Takashi!
Same old Team Satomi.
You little punk.
IGPX Season 2, Saturday night at 10:30. Hold on to your seats.
It's showtime!
Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
Saturday night, Toonami's got the hot jams. Catch an hour of Zatch highlights at 8 and check a new Zatch Memorial Day weekend. At 9, there's an all-new Naruto. Kiba's team gets up close and personal with the Sand and Rain Villages. And then, at 10:30, we kick off Season 2 of IGPX. Can Team Satomi hold on to the trophy? Catch Toonami Saturday night from 7 to 11. Summer's almost here. Relax your brain with us. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
The new season of IGPX has begun, and everyone wants a piece of the defending champs.
Ready, guys?
New teams, new rivalries.
Here it comes, Takashi!
Same old Team Satomi.
You little punk.
IGPX Season 2, Saturday night at 10:30. Hold on to your seats.
It's showtime!
Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
Saturday night, Toonami smashing the competition. On an all-new Zatch Bell at 8, Penny and Zatch's battle heats up. Then, on an all-new Naruto at 9, the gang tries to get their exam back on track. Wonder why they're not supposed to open that scroll. And finally, on an all-new IGTX at 10:30, it's the culmination of Edge Raid and Satomi's first big race. Watch these and more on Toonami, Saturday night from 7 to 11. Layer down and smack 'em yak 'em. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. It seems like I've been rating tunes for years. 10 to be exact. But I just had to see my girl on the 360. And let me tell you, it's worth it. Lara's back and looking better than ever. The story has something to do with investigating the death of your mother, a broken sword, and the legend of King Arthur. I know, totally ridiculous, but it serves its purpose as you travel to exotic locations, search for artifacts, and wipe out bad guys. Lara has some cool new gadgets too, plenty of hot lead, and the usual impressive acrobatics, which is good because there's lots of old school platforming and classic puzzles to solve. On the downside, battles are kind of easy and it's pretty short, only about 7 hours, which in my book really doesn't add up for the price. But on the other hand, the scenery sure is breathtaking. So as long as there are more tombs to be raided, Lara's still got my heart. Toonami gives Tomb Raider Legend for the Xbox 360 an 8 out of 10. Killing them softly. Only Toonami. Lex Luthor and Brainiac have one thing in common.
See ya at Superman's funeral.
A hatred of Superman.
Luthor is working with Brainiac.
Can the Man of Steel defeat both of them and save the world from destruction?
Oh boy.
Or is the new Brainiac too powerful to be stopped?
If I don't stop Brainiac, who will?
Superman, Brainiac Attacks, next Saturday at 7:30. Bald supervillains of the world unite. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. We've got ourselves a bad news, good news situation here. Bad news is IGPX is leaving Toonami. Good news is you'll still be able to see the end of the story. All new episodes of IGPX starting July 21st at midnight, only on Cartoon Network. Toonami's here to bring you all you can handle and more.
Let's do it! Bring it on, Pipsqueak!
Check out what's on tap this month. Pokemon Chronicles at 7 and 7:30.
That's so cool!
Zatch Bell at 8. Naruto at 8:30 and 9.
We fight!
One Piece at 9:30 and 10.
We'll get you pirates this time!
And Bobo at 10:30. Man, that's tasty. Toonami, Saturday nights from 7 to 11. Only on Cartoon Network. Hey Toonami faithful, it's your old pal Tom. I'm here to tell you about Toonami Jetstream, your online source for the finest anime and action cartoons on the net. We've got cult faves like Samurai Jack and Megas XLR. Plus, the best ninja show around, Naruto. And that's not all. Never before seen shows like Mare, The Prince of Tennis, and Hikaru no Go. Get started at ToonamiJetstream.com. Go with the flow. We're kicking off our new online service, Toonami Jetstream.
Yeah, it's here at last!
So we're hooking you up with a night of Naruto to get it going. Starting at 7, we've got 6 Naruto episodes, all lined up, leading up to the Mother Lode.
Better listen carefully, maggots.
Back-to-back brand new episodes of Naruto from 10 to 11.
Awesome!
Night of Naruto, Saturday night from 7 to 11. Two great tastes that taste great together. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. Hey there, it's your old pal Tom here. When it comes to outer space, I've always had the best view. Up here, you can see for miles. But it isn't the same down on Earth. So I dropped in on the Adler Planetarium and my man Dr. Smutko to see how it's done. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mike Smutko, and I'm an astronomer here at the Adler Planetarium in Chicago.
I've been fascinated by astronomy ever since I was a little kid. As long as I can remember, astronomy has always been a really cool thing for me.
One of the great things about astronomy is that it's already exciting for kids. Kids love space, they love planets, and that makes my job as an astronomer that much easier. But with your naked eye alone, you can see almost 2 million light years away. With the telescopes that we have here at the Adler, we can see into space 50 or more million light years away. This telescope is called a finder telescope. It has a wide field of view and a low magnification. So we get it centered in the general star field that we want, and then we zoom in with the hand paddle until we get it centered in the main telescope. The information, the data that we collect with the telescope is actually shared to the astronomical community as a whole. We have an ongoing project to study variable stars and also the cores of some galaxies that we think have black holes in the center of them. The planets are spectacular in this telescope. You can see moons of Jupiter, the rings of Saturn. You can see deserts in the highland mountain regions on Mars. A supernova is when a very massive star, a star much bigger than the sun, runs out of fuel and it literally collapses in on itself. With so much energy, it bounces back and tears itself apart. All the good stuff that people and Earth is made up of came from supernova explosions. We are literally the remnants of exploded stars. To be a good astronomer, you need to have a good grounding in basic science and mathematics. It helps to enjoy staring off into space, too. I'm Dr. Mike Smutko, and you're watching Cartoon Network.
You may know their names, but you've never seen them like this. Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. Ben Grimm, the Thing.
And clobbering time!
Susan Storm, the Invisible Woman. Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic. Mutated from their human forms, they now battle the forces of evil as the Fantastic Four, starting Saturday at 8. It's 4-part harmony. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
This Saturday, Toonami's chock full of goodness. Pokemon Chronicles at 7 and 7:30. Fantastic Four premieres at 8. Back-to-back Narutos at 8:30 and 9. Zatch Bell at 9:30. Bobo at 10. And One Piece at 10:30. Toonami this Saturday from 7 to 11. Tasty. Brought to you by... What if you went to bed and woke up a Pokemon? You might be like this Squirtle, walking, talking, and joining a Pokemon rescue team.
Team Go-Getters!
Meet Team Go-Getters. They're young, but they're not afraid of danger.
Let's move!
Join them on their first adventure in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Special. Go-Getters out of the gate next Saturday at 7.
Okay, guys!
They're so cute when they talk.
Can I come too, please? You bet!
Fall means back to school, and more importantly, back to college football. NCAA Football 2007 is out for the 360, and since I'm a junkie, I saddled right up.
And we are ready to go.
The graphics are amazing, and they've got new animations and all the bells and whistles, although the models do seem a little juiced up. This game's got all the teams, mascots, stadiums, everything's in this game, except for a few game modes. Dynasty mode's there, but it lacks some of the stats and in-depth play of before. The recruiting's a little different this year, too. You've got to wow the players in season and set up official visits. A nice touch, but ultimately it could be more. Gameplay is really good. It seems a little harder to run the ball, but it's a little easier to pass.
First down.
All in all, it's a super fun game that seems like it'll be even better next year. Toonami gives NCAA Football 2007 for the 360 an 8 out of 10. It's trench warfare. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. In Tokyo, Japan, there's a master villain no one seems to know about. But he's reached out across the globe and sent the Titans a message.
Pack your things. We're heading for Tokyo.
Will they be heroes in this foreign land, or seen as unwanted criminals?
Robin has been arrested!
Follow the Titans in their first feature-length adventure. Teen Titans Trouble in Tokyo, next Saturday at 7:30. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Toonami on Cartoon Network. Your favorite ninja's on break this weekend, but Toonami's working overtime.
Awesome!
If you're new to the party, get out your notebooks, because it's time to catch up.
It's genius!
If you're down, sit back and enjoy the mayhem. Half a year of Naruto in 60 fantastic minutes.
Yeah, it's here at last!
It's the 1-hour Naruto recap special, Saturday at 9. Recognize the greatness. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. Star Wars is back again, and even better than before. The trilogy that started it all comes to the 360 courtesy of LEGO. Relive all the classic scenes from Tatooine to the Death Star, Hoth to Cloud City, and from Jabba's palace to the moon of Endor, and everything between. Gameplay is pretty much the same. Use your changeable cast of characters to defeat enemies, solve puzzles, and gather collectibles. This time around, they've added a few more extras, including a co-op mode, playable vehicles, and you can also mix and match LEGO pieces to make your own custom character. Pretty cool. Again, it's a kid's game, but this one's a must for hardcore Star Wars fans. And just like in the original films, it's all here. Han shoots first, Darth Vader has eyebrows, and yes, even the Ewok song. Ugh. LEGO Star Wars makes a triumphant return with the original trilogy, and on the Xbox 360, a galaxy far, far away never looked so good. Toonami gives LEGO Star Wars 2 for the 360 an 8 out of 10. Use the Force, Luke. Only Toonami.
The Black Panther mantle has been passed down. Now the new king of Wakanda must face an old enemy and seek out new friends.
I must know how to stop him.
You can't. Can the Avengers save the planet while battling aliens, warriors, and themselves?
I want to go in alone.
This one's a team effort.
Ultimate Avengers 2, Rise of the Panther, next Saturday at 9:30. United They Stand.
It's good to be back.
Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. History is trying to repeat itself, and Hellboy's been cast in the lead role.
Oh, here we go.
Now he must find his way home while warding off an ancient evil. Will the Sword of Storms be his savior or his demise?
Stupid, ugly monkey demon.
Me ugly! Toonami presents the premiere of the animated movie Hellboy, Sword of Storms, tonight at 9:30.
That's all about the demons.
Watch The Right Hook. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
IGPX is over. But if you're still jonesing for more racing, Bondi's got you covered with a new game for the PS2, IGPX. Let's see what's under the hood. Well, there's a bunch of tracks, all the characters and mechs from the show, and a lot of new ones too. You start as Satomi all the way back in the IG3. After a few simulator races, you're off and running. It's more about the fighting than the racing. Pick a strategy according to who you're up against. Learn some combos and get with the beatdowns. Yeah, baby. Winning gives you points to upgrade your mechs. Different parts mean different attacks. When you make it to the IG-1, it's all about speed mode. Power Satomi up when you get the warning and see if you can beat the other guy. Now for the bad news. The game's hard, but it's pretty short. You can probably beat the whole thing in a few sit-downs. But you definitely get that old IGPX feeling when you're cracking down on Sledge Mama or dropping the hammer to pull out a photo finish. A word of warning, though. Watch out for White Snow's Puppet Master attack. What a load. Beat the whole game, and you get to face the rocket. And lose, probably. I may be biased, but I dig this game. Check it out if you're a fan of the show. Toonami gives IGPX for the PS2 a 7 out of 10. Drop it like it's hot. The tuning exam finals are here. And first up is Neji and Naruto.
Show me what you got!
Neji's the odds-on favorite.
You have no way of beating me.
We'll see about that!
But Naruto's got 3 things on his side. His heart, his clones, and his left. Watch 4 new episodes of Naruto all in a row. This Saturday from 9 to 11. They don't call it a marathon for nothing. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
An ancient evil is being unleashed on Earth.
This ends now!
Goku and Gohan seem powerless to stop it.
What?
Has the answer been released from this box? Or is the mysterious stranger harboring a deadly secret?
Destroy humankind! Let's go!
Toonami presents the DBZ movie Wrath of the Dragon, Saturday at 9:30.
This I gotta see.
Awesome!
Put your lips together and blow. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
2 young warriors battling great odds.
Are you ready?
One on the court,
I don't know much about tennis, but I love it.
the other in an evil fantasy world.
Pretty exciting stuff!
First they were on Jetstream. Now we're putting them on Toonami.
That's awesome!
This is gonna be really good.
Check out The Prince of Tennis and Mare. Premiering Saturday, December 23rd at 10 and 10:30. Game, set, mace. Only Toonami and Toonami Jetstream.
Chihiro has lost her parents, befriended a demon,
Let's go!
and signed her life away to a crazy witch. And that's just the first 20 minutes.
It is what you started, human.
Toonami is proud to present the Academy Award-winning film, Spirited Away, next Saturday at 6:30, part of Toonami's New Year's Eve's Eve. And stick around for Hellboy, Sword of Storms at 9:30. Only Toonami.
The best night of the week just got better.
And that's for sure!
Okay, it's time.
Starting at 7, get caught up with 4 back-to-back episodes of Naruto. Then stick around for back-to-back premiere episodes at 9 and 9:30. 3 hours of your favorite ninja doing what he does best.
It looks awesome.
Naruto, next Saturday from 7 to 10. Sit back and enjoy the bashing. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
Saturday night on Toonami.
Prep the gun!
The battle for Alabaster is coming to a head on an all-new One Piece at 9:30.
Please, stop!
Then at 10, Mare gets a new time and a restart back to episode 1.
Take this!
At 10:30, Prince of Tennis catches you up with the do-over treatment too. Toonami, Saturday night from 7 to 11. A night to remember all over again. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.
Raising an ancient Chinese city seemed like a great idea to billionaire inventor Tony Stark.
4 elementals have awakened!
Now, a dangerous prophecy has been triggered, and Tony will have to reinvent himself and become Iron Man.
He may have doomed us all.
What have I done? See how it all began in the premiere of The Invincible Iron Man, next Saturday at 7. Suit up. Then stick around for a new Naruto at 9. Beyond the world we know lies that of the Chameleon, a secret race of shapeshifters who have lived among us for hundreds of years. Legend speaks of a mighty warrior who would unite both worlds, but no one ever imagined she'd be in high school.
At your service.
Maggie Nelson was just an average teenager, until an ancient moonstone changed everything.
This is radical.
You're telling me.
And made her a hero.
You're probably a bit confused right now.
Golly gosh, you think?
Now, with the help of Mosaic, she must master her new abilities before Mannequin can recover the stone and enslave the human race.
Rise again and deliver on your prophecy.
Stan Lee's Mosaic premieres next Saturday night at 7. Change is good.
Very little in life is what it appears to be.
Showtime.
And then at 9, check out a brand new episode of Naruto. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network. Even the Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense has its cushy assignments.
If you ghost, that can't be that bad.
Oh, shut up. But when this mission turns into his biggest fight ever, Hellboy will have to choose between his friends and his life.
You're starting to piss me off.
Toonami presents the premiere of Hellboy, Blood and Iron, next Saturday at 7.
Oh, crap.
One-liners and one big fist. Then stick around for a new Naruto at 9. Only Toonami on Cartoon Network.